Okay, good morning class. So at this point we're looking at, put away please. We're looking at the algebraic equations. The one thing we just need to add to our chapter on equations is your quadratic equations. Okay, this is the one thing that we just need to touch on. The reason why we're only doing it now is because we only did trinomials at this point. Okay? But we finished all the other equations and factorization, all of that is done already. Okay. So today we're just going to look at algebraic equations. This is from the Mind Action series. Okay. It's an extract from that because the textbook we're using does not cover this section of work. Okay. So I'm going to put in Mind Action series. It's on page 117. The Mind Action series, page 117. Okay. We'll look at the examples first. Example 6. Okay, so equations involving the product of factors. I think you guys have written this note down already, no? Right. A very important note here, they say whenever an equation has the form a times b is equal to 0, then the solution to the equation can be determined by solving the equation as follows. If a times b is equal to 0, then a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. To put that in perspective, okay, if you got a times b and is equal to 0, if a was 5, what did b have to be to give you an answer of 0? 0. Can you see that? If a was minus 2, what must b be to be 0? 0. If a was minus 5c, what must b be to give you 0? Can you see that? On the other hand, if b was 8, what must a be to give you 0? 0. If b was negative 60, what must a be to give you 0? 0. And if b was 2x minus 5y squared, what must a be for that to give you 0? So from here we can see that it's either a has to be equal to 0 or b has to be equal to 0 to give you an answer of 0. That is why they say here that in the form a times b is equal to 0, it's either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to one of the two. Okay, you guys understand? Yes. So we're looking at example 6 and this is on page 117. Yes, Michael? I never Sorry? The rest of us write the note. Did you guys write the note? The calculator. Those of you who didn't write the note, please write on the note. Yes? Okay. Was that your bag? Was it lying here? The same petition. Ready to put the vehicle? Yes? Are you do the weekend? Are you going to do the weekend? Maths, nice. Right, here we go. Listen. So, yes? Oh my. Because you're sitting so far, man, now you can't see. You can't see. Now, where were you when the rest of us wrote this stuff down? I say, you still write your note from last time. Okay, I give you a chance. Okay. Weekend, I give you a chance. Good. Right, let's look at example 6. Where's that girl now? Yeah, I want to send somebody for you now. Where were you now? Say again? So you see how you waste your time? You miss this whole explanation here now. Okay, so the question says, solve the following equations. So looking at number 1, based on what we just discussed, okay, you got x minus 2 into x plus 4 equals 0. Is that in the form of a times b is equal to 0? Yes. How can you say no if it just came in now? Huh? Is that in that form? Yes, it is. So we have two products and it's being multiplied and it's giving an answer 0. So what we do is we say it's either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0. Can you see that? So now you solve for x in both cases. Yes?
Don't you take the negative 2 to the 0?
Absolutely yes. They get over the equal sign and that over. So it gives you x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 4. Okay. So let's test and see what is actually happening. If you're looking at the equation x squared and x minus 2 into x plus 4, and I put 2, if I substitute x is equal to 2 into this equation, see what happens. If I put the 2 here, I get a 2 minus 2 and 2 plus 4. What's 2 minus 2? 0. 0 times 6. What's 0 times 6? 0. You see it makes now this equation true. Can you see that? What will happen if I substitute x is equal to minus 4 in? Let's see. There's going to be negative 4 minus 2 times negative 4 plus 4. X is now negative 4. So that's going to give me negative 6 times 0. What negative 6 times 0? 0. Can you see that? So by setting each factor equal to 0, I make that equation true, or I solve the values for x. So x, if you choose any other value for x, it won't be true for that equation. And now with you? Like say now with you. Say we chose x to be 10. It's going to be 10 minus 2, which is 8. And 10 plus 4 is 14. Is 8 times 14 0? No. You could have chosen any value. It's not going to give you an answer 0. Even if you choose 0, if I put 0 in here, 0 minus 2 is negative 2. What's 0 plus 4? 4, which is negative 8. Is that true? No. So the only two values for which x can be for that statement to be true or for that equation to be true is x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative. Yes, Michael?
So is this similar to graphs?
Yes. You can consider that you're talking about x intercepted y equal to 0, y equal to that. Yes, we will use the same thing when we're busy with quadratic equations. Absolutely. But that is only in grade. Okay. Okay. You like a couple of years ahead of us. No, 1 year. You're right. But in this format, y is equal to x minus 2x plus 4. We do this in grade 11. That's why I said couple of years. That is actually grade 11 work that she's talking. You see how far it is our mind now. I like it. Right. People, let's look at B. Let's look at B. B says, again, solve the following equations. So you've got 2x minus 3 times 4x plus 5 equals 0. Is that in the form of 8 times b equals 0? Huh? Yes. So what do I do? What do I say? 2x minus 3 equals 0 or equals 0. Then what do we do? Solve the equation. Not so? Yes. So do that quickly. Do I have to substitute it back in at the end? You don't have to, but if you want to, if you're that kind of girl, you may. No extra marks. You guys work for nothing, nah? You won't work for nothing. Yes. Yes, I know what it is. Okay. So we say that 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay? So let's draw this over, pull this over. So what do we say now? I'm going to solve for x. We take that over. Becomes 2x is equal to 3. Divided by 2 both sides, not so? So x is equal to 1, 5 or 3 over 2. On the other end, they get over the equal sign. So 4x equals negative 5. Divided by 4 both sides. So x is equal to negative 5. Okay, any confusion? Sorry? You can leave it in fraction form. If you written 1, 5 and negative 1, 25, that's also acceptable. But we tend to leave things in fraction form. Okay. Let's look at C. We got 3x into 6x minus 8 is equal to 0. Is that in the form of a times b to, equals 0? Is it in that form? Yes. Okay. So what can we say here? 3x is equal to 0 or? Equal to 0. So do that quickly and you solve for x in both cases. that 3x is equal to 0? You see this one knows there is one factor and there is another factor. So you say 3x is equal to 0? Or that bracket is equal to 0. You just solve. We are simplifying fraction. Huh? Fraction can simplify. Okay. That 2 goes into 8 and 6 without limit. What can we say here? 3x is equal to 0 or 6x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. Now what? Divide by 3 both sides. So x is equal to 0. On this side we take the 8 over. Becomes 6x is equal to 8. Divided by 6 both sides. X is equal to 4 over 3 or 1 and the third or 1,3 recurred. All of that is accepted. You guys understand? If you had substituted 0 back, you'll see you get 0 after here. Or 4 over 3, you'll also get 0. Okay, you guys understand? Any confusion? Let's look at D. D, you got 3 into 2x minus 4 squared. Is that in the form of your factors equal to 0? Yes. But it's just an 8 in this case. There's only one factor. Because can I say, can 3 ever be equal to 0? No. I did it here. Why? Because there was a variable, there was an x there. But because there's no variable on the 3, I don't have to say that. What does the square mean? It's twice. So in other words, I got 3 into 2x minus 4 times 2x minus 4. So what do I say here? 2x minus 4 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1. Is that not the same solution? So do I have to write it out twice? No. We just need to do it once. Yes, my God. Listen, she's talking about multiplying. What is the rule? It must be in the form of a times b is equal to 0. But multiply that story out there. I'm going to get 4, which is 12x squared. I'm going to get 8, 16, it's negative 48. Just check what 16 times 3. 48 plus 48 is equal to 0. If I multiply this out, I land up with this. Is that in that form? No. So no multiply. Okay, so what do I do? I just need to write it once, not so. So if you want, you could have just said, 2x minus 4 squared is equal to 0. Not so. How do I get rid of the square? Yes, what is that? The square root, yes. Square root both sides. So you owe the square root the always values. The 2x minus 4 is equal to? What's the square root of 0? 0. Now it becomes a basic equation as we know. You see now?
This is Leah's, huh? She was here, but she made copies. So I don't know, you can just put it back.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Shukran.
Have fun. Okay, so now what? Take it over the equal sign. So 2x is equal to 4 divided by 2. So x is. You guys understand? And I can test it. Let's substitute x is equal to 2. So you get 3 into 2. What's my x value? 2. Minus 4 squared. So you're going to be 3. What's 2 times 2? 4. 4 minus 4? 0. Can you see that? 0 squared is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Do you see that? You will not substitute. Okay. Any confusion here? Yes? No. Because 3 will never be equal to 0. That is why. Okay. 3 will never be equal to 0. People, this is exercise 6 on page 117 out of the Mind Action series. Let's do this first column here quickly. I'm going to call you up row by row quickly to make sure you guys understand what you are doing here. Okay? So this is exercise 6 on page 177 of the Mind Action series textbook. Let's copy this. I'm going to pause the video at this point. Okay, as you can see, most of you understand. Let's run through this here quickly. We're going to set each factor equal to 0. Not so. So we got x minus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So I say x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 or x is equal to negative 2. Look at number 4. X minus 8 into x plus 6 is equal to 0. Set each one equal to 0, so x minus 8 is equal to 0 or x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 8 or x is equal to negative 6. Let's go to number 7. It's x into x plus 5 equals 0. Again, each factor equal to 0, so x equal to 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. So you see that x equal to 0 is already sorted. They get 5 over, become x equal to minus 5. Okay, any confusion here? Right, so that wasn't an issue there. Some of you made a mistake here. Let's look at number 10. So minus x into x minus 6 is equal to 0. You said each one equal to 0, so negative x is equal to 0 or x minus 6 is equal to 0. I divide by negative 1 both sides. So x is equal to 0 or x equal to 6. Let's look at 13. We've got 5 into x plus 5. X minus 5 is equal to 0. That 5 will never be equal to 0. So we've got x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x equal to negative 5 or x equal to? Look at number 16.
So how?
How what? Yes, I'm listening. You multiply. If you multiply, then you're going to get the same answer. So it doesn't make any difference. Okay? So are you supposed to multiply it in? No. Because that's already factorized. Okay. You will see when you multiply it. Don't worry. You'll get it. You look at number 16. 4x minus 8 is equal to 0. Or 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Take 8 over, so 4x is equal to 8 divided by 4. X is 2. They got 6, Benny made a mistake here as well. They didn't put negative 6. Divided by 3, so x is? Okay, any confusion there? Alright, let's go. Everything in maths is nice, Michael. Right, let's look at number 19. You've got negative 2x into 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So what do we do here? Negative 2x is equal to 0. Or 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Divide by negative 2 both sides. So x is 0. We get over, so 4x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 over 4. And you will test on this Monday, no? So you say I'm going to lose a lot of chocolates this time?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Your attention please. All learners and staff who are dressed up in their favorite characters, can you please report to the front of the school? All learners and staff who are dressed up in their favorite characters to report to the front of the school now. Thank you.
So you got 9x is equal to 12, so x is equal to, divide by 9 both sides, you get 4 over 3. That one sum that you guys asked, number 28 years before we did that clock, that one's easy, no? So let's look at 28. So you got 3 plus x plus 3, x minus 3 is equal to 0. People, is that in the form a times b plus 0? No. So I have to get over the equal sign. So it's going to become x plus 3, x minus 3 equals 3 minus 3, which is now 0. No, definitely I must. So, x plus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 3, negative 3, or x equal to 3. You all understand? So, part of it, just look here quickly before you leave. You see here, it will be 2 to the x minus 2, 2 to the x plus 1 equals, now 1 can be written as 2 to the 0. So we got x minus 2, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, so x minus 2 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is minus half, so x is equal to 0. You guys understand? Sorry? What 2 here? 2 to the 0. This was 1. What 2? Okay, enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Don't forget, it's the other type of factorization as well. I'm going to add this to it.